What's going on, everybody? Hope you're having a great Saturday. If you were on my live feed last night, thank you for being there. I had a great time with you as always. If you weren't on my live feed last night, I really hope you'll join us in the future. We do every Friday night at 7 p.m. So hop on by the channel, 7 p.m. Eastern every Friday night for a live stream. I answer your questions. We talk Tundra, all the fun stuff. And also, I got a new iPad, all right? I got a new iPad to make live streaming a little bit easier, a little bit better, way more user-friendly for me, and a better picture for you guys, resolution and all that stuff. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to start live streaming a lot more. So I suggest you guys, if you want to be part of the live stream, hit the little bell under this video right now, the notification bell, so you're notified every time I put up a video or put up a live stream, because what I'm going to start doing is, other than Friday night, I'm going to do other live streams, but they may be pop live streams. Like, if I have time, I may just sign on and do a live stream. So if you hit that notification bell under me, should be to the bottom, your bottom right, my bottom left, right under the video. If you hit that notification bell, you'll know as soon as I put one up, and if you have any time, if you're bored, hop on, because a few of you want to be part of the live stream, but you can't do the Friday night time that I offer. So I'm going to start live streaming a lot more. We're going to take a little ride. I'm obviously going to go jog like always. I have not driven the Platinum Pro since it got back from Liberty. All I did was back it into the driveway. The last time I drove a Tundra, it was the double cab SR5, which I was feeling really good about because it felt so much faster, so much lighter. The handling was better, just because I'm used to this big old heavy Platinum Pro. Now I'm going to see what it's like to drive this thing again, what my impressions are, what I'm thinking. I'm pretty much going to give you what I always give you, which is a raw reaction. I don't plan anything, I don't rehearse anything, I don't write anything down for these raw reaction videos. You may hear me say the same thing 50 times. That's because of my excitement level. But anyway, before we get to the driving, like I said, the Tundra went up to Liberty Toyota in Burlington, New Jersey for its 5K Toyota Care service. So it was the basics. You know, we got the tires rotated, they topped off the fluids. They did an amazing detail job inside and out of this truck. Whoever the detailer is at Liberty Toyota, I hope you're watching this video. I'm impressed. Wow. And when this channel gets gigantic and I can hire a detailer, you're my guy, because it smells great in here. Everything is super clean. Everything. I mean, down to the T, little details, unbelievable in here right now. And the outside of the truck looks better than it ever has. So there's not really much to say about the 5K service. I will tell you one thing right now. Liberty Toyota is fantastic at everything with service and customer satisfaction. I've obviously built a relationship with Liberty Toyota. Scott Richardson, the owner, thank you, Scott, very much. Joe Fazio, Debbie Reed, Brian, all you guys, everybody up there. Mike, the transport driver, he's like my buddy now. They're great people. They work with me. I'm sure I'm a pain to some of them sometimes, but they work with me and they let me use some of their vehicles so I could do reviews on. So I really appreciate everything, and I mean that. This is not just because I'm pumped about the sweet detail job. I really appreciate everything you guys do. If you're watching, I know Scott, you watch all my videos. Scott, thank you so much for everything you do. Trust me, it does not go unnoticed. And if you guys are in the New Jersey area and you need service to your vehicle or you need a new Toyota, check out Liberty Toyota. Unbelievable customer satisfaction. I can't say enough about them. But anyway, so what we got, just what's on the list here, nothing too crazy. So they rotated the tires. They adjusted the tires to 35 PSI. So I had the tires at 40 because I prefer 40, and I didn't leave a message with anybody, so the factory recommendation was 35 PSI. They adjusted the tires to 35, and we will see how that feels. I'm sure it'll feel a little bit better, a little bit grippier of a tire, which is always good. But I will probably adjust it back up to 40 to kind of save the wear a little bit. Tires look great as far as wear, nothing insane at all. So just reading the list, this is kind of the first time I ever read the list. So listen to this, to what they did as far as the detail before we move on. They did a wash, wax, and buff. The exterior, they shampooed the interior. Smells fantastic in here. I'm mad that I have to sit in the truck because I wanted to keep smelling this good. They cleaned the engine compartment. I'll put up some pictures at the end of the video. They cleaned the door jambs and the wheels with tire shine, everything. Wow, I'm telling you, it was the attention to detail. I'm an attention to detail guy, and I'm just so impressed. Everything they did with it. Let's move on to the actual driving part. Now, before we actually get behind the wheel, I'm a little nervous. I'm a little nervous because of how much I actually, excuse me, how much I actually liked the double cab. Okay, I'm a little nervous with that. I can't stress to you enough the night and day difference. I know I talked about that last video. If you haven't seen that video, I will put it up top somewhere, let's say right now. I hope that popped up. But it was definitely awesome. And now we're back in this Platinum. Now, here's the thing with the Platinum versus the double cab. This truck is about 300 to 400 pounds heavier. The Platinum is the heaviest trim level Tundra you can get, obviously because of the sunroof, the motor, big back window, that's power. Everything in here is power, okay? You got a lot more details, or excuse me, a lot more features, and obviously that adds weight. So one of the things before we really talk about this ride is a couple people were saying, what, you don't like the Platinum now? What, are you going to trade the Platinum? No, none of that. The only thing is I'm going to be real with you guys, because if you're in the market for a Tundra, or you're a Crewmax owner and you never tried a double cab and you're mad because you don't have enough speed, this is what this channel is for, to be truthful for everything. I pledge no allegiance to any Tundra as long as it's a Tundra, but I will give you the feel on each trim and each package, whatever I can get. But yeah, I'm not mad at the Platinum. I don't dislike the Platinum in any way. It's just the double cab shocked me, and I wanted you to see real feelings. I'm not holding anything back. This isn't an act. This is real life. So that's the way I feel about double cab versus Platinum. But we're going to pull out here. We're going to do our normal thing with the supercharger. We're going to give it a little kick. Nothing crazy. The truck is not totally warmed up, so I don't want to beat it up. So here we go, pulling out onto the road, and yeah, maybe half throttle, not even, yeah, just normal. Love the supercharger whine. That will never get old to me, and that's one thing the double cab did not have. Just even turning on right there, one of the main differences right away, and you guys are going to know this already, maybe, is the body sway in the Crewmax versus the double cab. It's a lot worse in the Crewmax. Actually, being in the Crewmax for the 6 months now and then driving the double cab the other day, the double cab actually felt like it handled unbelievably fantastically well. It almost actually felt like the double cab didn't even need the sway bar. And even with the sway bar, the Crewmax definitely does have a lot of side to side. Like right now, it's windy right to left, and you could feel the truck moving around a little bit. It's not horrible, and I don't want to make people think it's horrible. It's just double cab versus Crewmax, probably, especially I should say, with the Platinum. Now, like we talk about, and I've said before, sometimes the Platinum feels like it's a big sail in the wind. And what I mean by that is you have that big heavy sunroof and the motor on top of the, obviously the roof here. So you got a lot of weight, top heavy, but I'll tell you, man, that SR5 the other day was nuts. So the driving, I don't know how to explain this, so I'm just gonna say it. This truck feels way heavier. Supercharger or no supercharger, the Crewmax just feels like there's more weight to pull around. And there is. And there is. Like we said, between 350 and 400 pound difference between the white SR5 double cab TRD and this. Okay? So shaving off 400 pounds is definitely going to make a difference. But here is where the problem lies, my friends. And this is where you've heard me talk about this 3,000 times, and you're going to hear me talk about it again. When I was in the double cab TRD Pro, which was very close to what we had the other day, I mean, different suspension, but same deal, because the TRD Pro was built off the SR5, don't forget that. You can't get the options that I wanted, and that's why we came up to the Platinum, all right? So we came up to the Platinum, we got all the options that I wanted, and I raved about, but now we lost some speed, okay? We lost some maneuverability. We lost a lot of things with the feel of the truck to get all the cool stuff we wanted, like the sunroof. You know, like all the tech inside, the great leather, everything that's in the Platinum. We had to come up to the Platinum, obviously, to get all this cool stuff in the truck. okay? So you got to give up something to get something else. And what we gave up was actually an amazingly fast double cab. And honestly, it's good we came up to the Platinum, don't get me wrong, because coming up to the Platinum made me realize how unbelievably quick the double cab is compared to this Platinum or the Platinum. You know, I got a little bit of a bigger tire, and that kind of makes the truck sluggish as well. Sluggish isn't the word, slower a tad as well. But that's what I'm saying. So if I'm going to sit there and tell you, oh, I want more tech in the Tundra, I need more tech now, and then I come up to a Tundra with more tech, and then I start telling you, wow, this truck is a lot slower than the double cab, I miss all that speed, you got to pick one, Mark, you got to pick one. So, and that's where the problem lies. If I'm in this, I will tell you how much I love driving the double cab. If I'm in the double cab, I'm going to tell you how much I miss the tech in the Platinum. There's no winning, okay? So what we got to do is we got to create a double cab with all the Platinum features. But if you create a double cab with all the Platinum features, you're still going to have a weight issue. So for the people who feel like less is more, I commend you and applaud you, because you should probably go check out the SR5 TRD double cab before you do anything and test drive both. Test drive that, the double cab, and test drive the Crewmax. Because obviously there's a lot less tech and a lot less weight in the TRD SR5 double cab, and it was just a great time to drive. And I'm not saying this isn't a great time to drive. I enjoy this truck. This truck is hanging out. It's not going anywhere. It's fun to drive. The supercharger's fantastic. All I'm saying is, and I'll take my glasses off for this one, I think we should supercharge a double cab.